31-degree banking in the corners here at Daytona, there is a unique challenge for every IROC driver. Now, each of these IROC cars is designed with suspension and steering geometry that creates what's called steering advance. Now, in layman's terms, what that means is if you were driving down the straightaway here and let go of the wheel, the car would still drift to the left. With corners that are over 3 stories tall, you could drive into them at over miles an hour, take your hands off the steering wheel, and the cornering forces would still turn the car. To go fast here at Daytona, you've got to keep both hands on the wheel, but you also must keep movements to a minimum. Drivers run the 2.5 miles flat out with the accelerator buried to the floorboard. And as they transition off the straightaways and begin to climb those banks, G-forces, roll centers, and gravity kicks in and really works the car's suspension. If a driver has to turn the wheel a lot, what happens is friction creates an excessive amount of heat and reduces the adhesion on the tires. So here at Daytona, less is better. Steer less, and you have more car at the end to chase for the checkered.
Well, Dale Earnhardt now under challenge by Jeff Gordon, his adversary, and Robbie Gordon, the silver car, running down low.
Earnhardt battle for the lead. Jeff Gordon on the outside.
Well past the halfway point, and they are still working perfectly. Look at that. It's like the start all over again. Earnhardt with help from Robbie Gordon low. Gordon moves out, gets alongside Earnhardt, 3 wide again.
And Earnhardt leading the race at the start-finish line, coming off turn 2, is going to be running at the best 7th.
And he ducks in just ahead of Darrell Waltrip. Labonte up to the right. Mark Martin just ahead. That red car in front is Jeff Gordon. Robbie Gordon alongside would like to have something to say about that. Dale Jarrett sitting behind Jeff Gordon. Here comes Al Unser Jr. Now, these two guys have a lot of miles together, and they really ought to work together.
We're right along with Al Unser in 3rd place as Dale Jarrett pulls to his outside. Meanwhile, Randy LaJoie is going to make it 3 abreast on the outside.
So 3 wide once again with Unser Jr. and LaJoie. And they tighten in. LaJoie gets the advantage of that, but Unser Jr. coming back low with Earnhardt behind him. Boy, that's a formidable group down low there, isn't it?
It sure is. Robbie Gordon, Al Unser Jr., Dale Earnhardt, Mark Martin. Here comes Earnhardt. He blows by Al Unser Jr. And meanwhile, Robbie Gordon going for the lead.
And doing it all by himself. We'll see where Randy LaJoie picks to help him through the corner. He's not sure. I'll go up here with one of the Winston Cup boys. Might be a little better in the long run.
That's Jeff Gordon, the leader of the race. And there's just 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go.
Round 1 of the IROC at Daytona. They have raced every lap from the green, and they have constantly swapped position from the lead on back. Right now, it's Jeff Gordon, Robbie Gordon, and Dale Earnhardt, followed by Al Unser Jr. Randy LaJoie is battling with Mark Martin. Back at Daytona, IROC 21, you ride with Earnhardt. Al Unser Jr. is moving to the outside. There he is, as Earnhardt now gives up 3rd place to Al Unser Jr. No question, Unser Jr. is on the fly, trying to move forward.
First 5 cars, all identically prepared. Firebirds. Unser Jr. trying to look to the outside.
Earnhardt's there to help him. That's the first time we've seen him spread out that far in the top 5.
Yes, it is. Look at Earnhardt.
Well, look how it helps him, too. Well, that's visible there, what the draft does for you.
Meanwhile, behind them, here we go for the lead.
Unser Jr. high alongside. But Gordon's going to get a little help from Mark Martin. Now it's 3 running the high side as Dale Jarrett pulls in, and Mark Martin decides he's going to go up there with that group. But Jarrett's going to drop down behind Martin, and he's going to help out on the low side with Gordon. Then he comes high.
No one wants to help Jeff. They all want on the high side. They all want to be on the top side of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Jeff Gordon, Robbie Gordon are left hanging by themselves on the bottom of the racetrack. There's the leader, Al Unser Jr. Second place, Dale Earnhardt.
I cannot get over what a great job they have done, Jay Signori and that IROC crew, on getting these Firebirds ready for this season. They wanted to make them more raceable, and there's the evidence.
Now they're all trying to go high, trying to get that momentum. Dale Jarrett on the outside in third spot. Mark Martin's in fourth. Tommy Kendall, Randy LaJoy. On the inside, we got Jeff Gordon, Robbie Gordon, and Terry Labonte.
Fight continues at the front. Here is Jarrett. Remember, he's won twice in the Daytona 500 on this track. He moves down alongside Earnhardt into second place. Now he's challenging for the lead, and Dale Jarrett puts a nose ahead of Al Unser Jr. They're side by side.
And look at Dale Jarrett battle for the lead side by side in turn 3. Oh, some contact.
Al Unser Jr. darts over, gets into the right front of Jarrett, but they both hold on. Looking back from Little Al, that's Earnhardt directly behind him.
Comes Jarrett and Gordon.
And now here comes Earnhardt.
On the inside is Dale Jarrett, Jeff Gordon, Robbie Gordon.
5 laps to go now as they flash across the line, head into turn 1 once again. Al Unser Jr. leads it. Dale Earnhardt, you ride with him now, is in second place, but he's up on the high side. Good line of cars there, but look at him come by down low as Dale Jarrett, with the help of Robbie Gordon, or Jeff Gordon, then Robbie Gordon. I would have been safer just saying Gordon.
You got 6 on the outside, 3 on the inside.
And Al Unser Jr. now beginning to think a little bit about protection as he comes right down the middle.
Back for the final 2 laps at Daytona International IROC 21. This is the time when you look for someone who will go with you. But I'll tell you what, trying to find a friend with less than 5 miles to go is very difficult.
LaJoy said, Mark, if you'll go, I'll go with you. Promise I will. Mark's taking a look. You can't do anything about it.
But look at them. They're all vultures just perched there.
This is the third place car, Mark Martin. As they all try to figure out what can I do to make it better for me.
Decision time as they head for the white flag. 1 lap to go. Let us not forget how this has played out in the past. Here comes the move down to the inside.
Mark Martin, and he dives in the second spot. Here comes LaJoy.
LaJoy up pushing with Earnhardt. Tommy Kendall right behind Earnhardt. Last lap of the IROC. Al Unser Jr. still the leader. The defending IROC champion Mark Martin is pushing him.
This might be the way it's going to end. Dale Earnhardt became side by side with someone back there, and he lost his momentum. Can he and Mark Martin hook up and do something with Al Unser Jr.? They've got about a quarter of a mile to do it.
Time and distance is running out. If they're going to do anything, they close on him, though. A little help from Earnhardt pushes Martin. Al Unser Jr. makes that final turn in, and he'll hold right down the middle of the circuit, and Al Unser Jr. will take his 11th IROC win and his first at Daytona. So Al Unser Jr. in one terrific race.
Wow, what a battle.
Unser Jr., Mark Martin, Dale Earnhardt, Randy LaJoy, Tommy Kendall. Those are the top 5. I'm not so sure that little Al is convinced that it's over.
I don't think he realizes the race is over, or he feels like he might have made someone mad, and he don't want that person to catch him before he can get back.
You know what? I don't think he realizes he's won this race. He is still running flat out. That's Jimmy Vasser just ahead of him. Look at this. He goes past the pit entrance and heads for the line. Unser Jr. doesn't know he's won it. Well, now he knows. Yeah, now he realizes he's won it. When we come back, Jack Arouk can pose the question, Al, what were you thinking?
Here you are. Here you are.
Unser Jr., you tried and tried. Welcome to Victory Lane at Daytona International Speedway. Tell us about the checkered flag lap. You were still flat out.
Yeah, well, I was watching everybody so close. I knew the white flag came out, but I never did see the checkered, and I was just making sure, that's all.
Then coming down on the pit road, you stopped and had a conversation with Earnhardt.
Yeah, I tell you, just it's great to be in Victory Lane here in Daytona. We fought so hard to get here, and Dale, he just told me what he told me. I was going to push all the way to the end, and I go, well, I was just covering my bases when I forget who was coming down low on him, and I knew they had a run, so I was going to get low to help that. And I was saying sorry I left you hanging, but racing's racing. So
you're a student of history, you love tradition. What does it mean to come to Daytona and score a victory?
It means everything. I've been trying 12 years to get into this Victory Lane, and Dad has done it a couple times during that 12 years, and it's just super. I want to say hello to Al and Cody and Shannon and my lovely wife Shelley, and we did it, babe.
Oh, man, what a terrific race. We'll take a look at the final standings. Average speed, 177.6 miles an hour. They didn't slow them down all that much. 16 lead changes among 8 drivers, compared with last year, 3 lead changes, 4 drivers. Let's go back to Jack.
Mark, you've always been a guy that says, I'm in it for the long haul. 4 races are what determine the championship.
Yeah, I wish I could have led some laps and got some bonus points there. Second place is really good. It's better than we did last year, so it's a real competitive series. We'll take second and go try to lead a bunch and win the next time. Little Al's awesome. He said before the race he needed a friend. I said, I'll work with you. And heck, I never saw him all race, and we finished 1-2 right there on the last lap. There he was in front of me, so I guess it was just kind of fate that we wound up together.
Well, here are the point standings as we leave Daytona. The bottom 6 is a little bit different than the race standings. That's because guys like Jeff Gordon led laps and picked up extra points. It was good for 3 positions for Jeff. Here's Jack.
Well, now that you've got one under your belt, are there any hand signals that you want to teach to Darrell Waltrip?
Well, not much. Stay out of the wall.
Alex Zanardi, I'll tell you what, he seems to be fast no matter what he drives. Next telecast of the IROC from Charlotte, North Carolina, under the lights. Remember how beautiful that was last year, and what a great presentation that Charlotte put on for the International Race of Champions. Round 1 is now complete, and Al Unser Jr. has taken the win. I'm Paul Page for Benny Parsons and Jack Arute. So long from Daytona.